Hello, the purpose of this video is just for me to introduce myself a little bit. The sheets you filled out earlier in class today, or the thing you filled out online in the Google form, that's how I learn about you. But I thought I'd make a brief video just introducing myself and saying hello, especially to those distance learners who I don't see in class. For this part, I just wanted to make sure I introduce myself and tell you a little bit about me as a teacher. Um, I actually didn't start out as a teacher coming out of college. I was a computer programmer, and I did that for a few years, and I liked it pretty well. Um, but I wanted to try teaching, so after about 3 years of programming, I quit, went back to become a teacher, and I love teaching. This is my 13th year. Honestly, I'm a little nervous about the whole distance thing this year, but in general, I just love the job, and it's the kids. I love working with the kids, seeing them every day, laughing every day, helping them, help each of you reach your goals. So, yeah, it's a job I've loved. I've been doing it for 13 years now. This is my 6th year at the high school, and I've taught computer science and algebra 2 a bunch in the past. So, I feel ready to go this year, even though it's a little bit different with the distance learning. So just some basic hobbies. I like reading a lot. I also like sports a ton. I've run run a marathon, played a ton of soccer, ton of baseball growing up. So I like sports a lot. And then also just kind of camping and being outdoors. That's be my last hobby. I got a few pictures here too. I wanted to share with you if I can do this right. Put myself down here. So this is a picture of my wife on one of our first dates. We just celebrated our second anniversary. I also have a son named James. So here's a picture of him. I took him to the zoo recently. What I found odd about this picture is here's this giant gorilla that was like playing around and yawning and stuff, and he's not interested at all. He's looking at a glowing exit sign. He likes lights a lot, but amazingly, he's not at all interested in this gorilla. So maybe we'll go to the zoo for a little bit longer because apparently it's not his thing. Another picture of him at the beach. There's a picture of him turning one. This is his buddy, his teddy bear. We don't have any other kids, so got him a teddy bear to be a buddy. Um, yeah, what else? Here's another slide about my life a little bit. Here's me as a programmer. Some pretty awesome hair there. Um, I did grow up in Wisconsin. I was born in Iowa, but then I grew up in Wisconsin, so I'm a Packers fan. So try not to hold that against me. And again, like I said, I was a programmer at the start of my college or after college life. One thing I wanted to share with you about being a programmer. So when I was there as a programmer, one of my main jobs was to make these packages ship all over the world, so to automate their shipping process. And so what happened is every time my program would ship a new box, it would print a label, like a label that you stick on a brown box to be shipped. And so I saved all those labels, right, and made them into this giant label ball. When you're in class sometime, you can see it. It's pretty heavy. Um, and I was like, what am I going to do with this stupid label ball? Like I made it and then I didn't know what I was going to do with it. But then when I became a teacher, I thought it's like a perfect object lesson for the idea that sometimes you're going to make a lot of mistakes in math, you're going to fail, you're going to have struggles. But it's the most important thing is to keep going and keep persevering. So this probably has thousands of labels in it, which means when I was writing my program, I had to test it thousands of times before I finally got it right. All right, and so each time I tested, I got another label, and so each label represents a time that I didn't get the program right. And so when you are struggling with a math problem, maybe you've tried it 6 times and still haven't got it right, you can look at this label wall and think my teacher struggled and got something wrong 1,000 times, and didn't get fired from his job, believe it or not. And the biggest thing was that I stuck with it, and eventually I got it working, and it was shipping like 10,000 boxes all over the world every day. Um, so the point is, you're going to struggle sometimes, but that's okay. That's part of the learning process, especially as tasks gets difficult. You're going to fail. You're going to make mistakes. Don't get discouraged. Just keep fighting. Ask a classmate. Look stuff up on YouTube. Ask me, obviously. Um, Most important thing is just to keep persevering. Okay. One other thing I wanted to share because I feel like you want to get a sense of what I'm like as a teacher. So what I loaded up here is I'm going to make myself small again, and I loaded up some surveys. So I do teacher surveys, as your student surveys, I guess, at the end where they give me feedback on my teaching, and so you can kind of see This is my ability rate students, excellent, good, average, and needs improvement. So you can see the percentages in a nice little pie graph, doing a little math today. Managing, this is usually when I struggle with most, is just trying to keep everybody online and going in the same direction. Sometimes that's hard with 40 kids, but that's where I scored on those ones. Explaining, I usually do pretty well on that, so hopefully that'll be good for you this year. Fairness, also usually do pretty good on that one. So especially I feel like if you approach me and don't be like, hey, idiot, why'd you grade me this way or whatever. If you're, just say, hey, I was curious about what you were thinking on this one, or did you make a mistake on this one? If you come to me with concerns, usually, if they're reasonable, I'll grant requests. You can see physical strength. I got all over the map on this one. It's actually a joke. Some people, don't get it. But anyways, that's the physical strength. Pace of class, I usually get, I feel like some are going to say it's too slow, some are going to say too fast, but overall I'm kind of right in the middle. And then here's some specific comments from students of what I do well as a teacher. If you want to see some of the ones I do poorly on, those are some of those. But at any rate, I'll give you a chance to fill this out throughout the year. I just thought if you wanted to get a sense of what I'm like as a teacher, you could kind of look through that stuff. That'd give you a sense of what the class will be like and what I'm like as a teacher. All right, so that's it. I'm really excited to get to know you this year. It's going to be maybe a little bit different with this hybrid learning, but encourage you to reach out, email me, say hi in the hallway. That's what's fun about teaching to me is, the math doesn't change every year, but the getting to know the different students and interacting with them, that's what I like about the job. So I encourage you to come up, say hi to me, get to know me. I think it'll be a better year for everybody if we do that. I look forward to a great year. Thank you.